President Trump is temporarily waiving a 100-year-old law to try and ease rising energy costs. He issued a 60-day waiver of the Jones Act, which says all goods traveling between U.S. ports must be U.S. built, crewed, and flagged. The Trump administration says lifting the restriction will better allow oil and natural gas to flow freely to the U.S. and alleviate disruption the war in Iran is bringing to the global oil market. But the Nonpartisan Policy Institute Center for American Progress estimates waiving the law could only reduce gas prices by 3 cents a gallon. CBS News MoneyWatch reporter Megan Cerullo joins me now. Can you help us understand a bit more why this conflict is driving oil prices up across the board, considering the U.S. doesn't get a lot of its oil from Iran or through the Strait of Hormuz anyway?
Oil is a globally traded commodity, and so its price is determined by the global market. Its provenance doesn't matter. There's one global price for oil. And so when you have a disruption like the one we're seeing in the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of the oil supply typically travels, that's going to cause prices to rise significantly. The U.S. is the world's largest producer of oil. It produces 13 million barrels a day. It exports 11 million of those, and the U.S. is also an importer of crude oil. So the gas that you're using to fuel your car, its source was probably imported oil. And that's because refineries in the U.S. are set up to process the kind of heavy crude oil we import.
Wow. Okay. So what are some people who are driving every day who, are filling up their tank and they're noticing that total go up and up? What can they do?
Demand for gasoline is inelastic. If you have to drive to get to work, you can't stop driving. So that's not a tip I'm going to offer you. But you can check your tire pressure and make sure your tires are not underinflated, because that can lead to you consuming more gas than is necessary. Drive steadily. Drive gently, as one expert put it. Don't accelerate quickly and start and stop, because that uses a lot of gas. And finally, get all the junk out of your trunk. Lighten the load and make sure you're not driving a vehicle that's heavier than it needs to be to conserve fuel.
Okay, thank you so much, Megan Cerullo.